Hello, everyone. Glad that you have attended this class. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you will continue in cybersecurity. It is not an easy field to go into, but definitely a rewarding one and definitely a high-paying one. What we're going to take a look at today is what to take next semester. So you're starting in the spring session, some of you. So this is for students that basically this is your first semester in this program. May not be your first semester at EA, but it's your first semester in this program. What would you take? So I'm starting out here on EAC's page. I'm just going to go back to the main page there. And we're going to go to academics. So we're going to come up here to explore and to academics. Once we're there, they tell you there's a bunch of programs and we're going to view them. And now we're going to scroll down through until we find computers. There's business, CAD, chemistry, communications, and then computers. Thanks, I don't need any help today. Let's learn about this program. There's no little links under there. That's why we got to go to that button. Okay, so here we are at computers. Gives you some general information here, and then which path is right for you. And we're going into, right, we're taking a look at cybersecurity. So we got to get past all of this stuff until we actually get down to program details. And this is the Cybersecurity Associate of Applied Science, and we are going to take a look at the course plan for that. Course plan. Once you click on the course plan, you get this page nicely designed that basically says this is a plan, not the way it has to happen, but it is a plan of what you can do. And so when you start out, say for instance, in this semester, here in the second semester, then really you kind of have to arrange things how you need to arrange them. Again, this is just a plan. I don't want anybody feeling like, oh my goodness, you know, I started at the wrong time and now it's going to be all messed up. It isn't. It isn't. You just need to take a look and notice that because we don't have a ton of faculty here, I'm basically the cybersecurity professor, then there's classes that are only offered in the fall and classes that are only offered in the spring. And you need to make sure you get into those courses when they're offered. So if you're just starting, you actually started down here in this ethical hacker forensics investigator, which is fine. This particular certification, and this is a PDF, so you can download it. This particular information that the certification is based off of has some to do with the other certifications in cybersecurity. But for instance, cybersecurity technician, there's a unit in that covers some of this information. And the same with ethical hacker. Cybersecurity technician and ethical hacker are really a broader thing about how to hack and where hacking happens. Where forensics investigator, as you know, is about gathering the information of the attack that's happened. So you're down here and you took hacking forensics investigator, then really this fall, you want to look and say, well, I need to take all of these. That's what you need to take. And we've got one-on-one worked in there, but again, that's both semesters, so you can move that around where you need it. Again, this is really designed to help you make sure that check mark, check mark, check mark, I've got every single class I need. So it's really that kind of straightforward. If this is the first semester that you've started in, then when you go into fall, none of these are offered in the spring, so you don't have any of them. And those are the ones you would take. Now, just briefly taking a look at what are they so that you know a little bit about them. This one is very self-explanatory. It's working in technology. This is where we actually have you do a couple of things. We have you actually go out and look at jobs, real job postings and job descriptions, real ones that are in there, not just like, oh, I have this and maybe you could get that job. But no, it's right there. You can see it. And you're looking for jobs that would be what you would do when you start, but also you're looking at jobs of where do I want to be in 5 years, right? So you're doing the research on those jobs. Then we link that to education. What's the education you need for those? What certifications might you need for those? And then we look at technology as a whole. So technology as how it influences our society, because you're going to be working in technology. And so it's good to know those things. Heads up, right? not all things in technology plan out the way we think they're going to, and trying to be ready for that kind of thing. So we cover some history in there, trying to learn that, and some social theories, but it's not a hard class. It's not a very technical class. In other words, you're not there to learn how to use Windows or something like that, or how to move your mouse around. You're there to learn, I'm going into the technology field, what kind of jobs can I expect, what pay is actually really there. So you're not listening to somebody else about it, but you know. And then once I get started, what are the really important things that are going to happen to me in my career job? So that's what that's about. IT fundamentals, this is based on the A+ certification. So you can look CompTIA A+ certification and know. But that's very, very PC based and network based. It's kind of a light introduction to networking. Introduction to cybersecurity is actually based off of Google's new cybersecurity certificate. It's designed to prepare you for a SOC analyst position. So basically a security analyst position. It is basically like, hey, let's take a look at the world of cybersecurity. We'll do a little programming, we'll do some command line stuff, and we'll learn about cybersecurity enough that you could actually go in and work the lowest level job in that. Not to say that with that certificate you could get that job. That's not really what this class is about. It definitely gives you a certificate you can put on your resume. However, it's really more designed where you're going to get into harder classes here, and we need to prep you for what ethical hacker and CCT and networking are going to be like. All right, then you've got securing operating systems, which we go through Mac OS, Linux, and mostly Windows because that's the main operating system that's used out there. Linux definitely we go through because in cybersecurity there's lots of tools in Linux that you end up using, and so this is a real fundamental course to understanding how to secure operating systems and to use them correctly. And you know what written communications is about. So that would be your first semester. Now, if you look down, we have to skip this one for other fall classes that are available. You don't want to take Ethical Hacker 1. You don't want to do that. As a matter of fact, I will kick you from that class. I won't let you take that class because you need to have this class first and this class, these two classes. You need those two classes prior to taking Ethical Hacker. Ethical Hacker is not a lot of information. It is a lot, but it's not as much as other classes. However, the level that you're expected to perform at is very high. And so if you haven't taken networking systems and you haven't taken cybersecurity technician 1, Ethical Hacker is not going to go well. So don't jump down and say, well, I'll see if I can get into that Ethical Hacker as well. Now you can take computer programming 1. So that's Python programming. That's great. So you can take that. That wouldn't be a problem to put into this. For instance, if you weren't going to take written communications or already have it done, you could take computer programming 1, and that would be a good thing. You don't want to take cybersecurity technician 2 because that's the second portion of this class. So steer clear of this one and this one, and you'll be fine. If you're looking for an extra class to throw into your fall that's not a general elective like written communications is, then yes, then you can jump into computer programming 1 because Python is used quite a bit within cybersecurity, and you don't have to be a massive expert in Python, but you need to know how to get around in it. As a matter of fact, this class, the last section introduces you to Python. So you'll kind of be doubling up on that just for this last section, which is not bad. That's not bad to do. Anyway, that is really it. That's the cybersecurity AAS degree, which is the one that fits with this course that you've taken, this Hacking Forensics Investigator here. You could print this if you would like, download it and keep it on your hard drive, whatever you want to do, but use it as a check sheet that you can go through and say, yes, I'm signed up for this and I have done that one. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm here for you.